It's time to talk about my favorite anime from 2023. A little late, but here we are. We're going to do it. Sugar Apple Fairy Tale. Do not let the title and how pretty it looks fool you. Anne Halford, played by Celeste Perez, I believe is one of her first major role. Congrats to you. She wants to follow in her late mother's footsteps, a silver sugar artisan / master. In order to do that, she has to travel to the capital and win first place in the Royal Candy Fair. This will not be an easy task since girls aren't supposed to become silver sugar masters. Plus, fairies exist in this world. Anne hires Shal, a sarcastic warrior fairy, even though everybody assumes he's a companion fairy. You know, the ones that's for pleasure. Shal is to be a bodyguard. However, it's not easy since he doesn't trust easily, which is understandable. Since in this world, people purchase fairies as slaves. In the first episode, you'll see how their control and how people demonstrate their dominance. For instance, they can squeeze a fairy's wing, and that is the equivalent to squeezing their hearts. So, once again, don't let the pretty art style fool you. If you enjoy other animes such as Yona of the Dawn and Snow White with the red hair, you're going to enjoy this anime. Why Raeliana ended up at the Duke's mansion. This is based on a web manga. I found this by accident, and you can read this on Tapas. I started reading this when I finished the anime. Rinko Hanasaki is reborn after a sudden death. She's now known as Raeliana Macmillan, who happens to be a minor character in a novel she read. She was the eldest daughter of a baron and had a pretty good carefree life. Unfortunately, she gets killed by her fiancé, Lord Francis Brooks. In order to avoid this fate, she decides to make a deal with the novel's male protagonist, Duke Noah Windknight. She uses her knowledge to strike the deal with the Duke. So, now the Duke is going to pretend to be Raeliana's new fiancé. Will this keep her from dying in this new life? If you want to continue their journey after 12 episodes, I highly recommend that you check out the manga on Tapas. I believe you can pick up where the anime left off at chapter 60, or read it from the beginning. Just see how well they adapted this anime and kept with the original material. It's pretty good. My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999. This is also based on a web manga. However, I haven't read the manga, but I would like to see what happens next. Let's see what this is about. Akane Kinoshita is heartbroken after her boyfriend broke up with her for another girl. When they were together, they played an MMORPG, massively multiplayer online role-playing game, Forest of Saber, or FOS for short. But she continued to play the game even after her breakup. Plus, she attends an event for the game. She encounters Yamada, who apparently she'd met in the game, but didn't know it. They're in the same guild. My favorite part about this anime is that you get to see characters interact in the video game. This part reminds me of other animes such as And You Thought a Girl Is Never Online, or Recovery of an MMO Junkie. But anyway, if you're looking for something light and not too serious, this one is for you. This anime, plus the one I'm about to talk about, were both nominated for Best Romance and Best Slice of Life. So on that note, let's move on to Skip and Loafer. This is the most relatable anime I've seen in a long time. The awkwardness and how to maneuver in a new place, it's so good. The main character, Mitsume Iwakura. She's a country girl who has big dreams, so she decides it's best to attend high school in Tokyo. Easier said than done. She's late on her first day of school and embarrasses herself by regurgitating in front of her classmates. Luckily, she encounters Sosuke Shima, a cheerful, laid-back guy who seems to have it all figured out. They become fast friends. But that does cause a little jealousy from Sosuke's fans, but one of them ends up to be pretty cool and gets to know her on a deeper level in a way. Eventually, Mitsumi learns to adapt in high school and how to be herself. Do you remember your first day of high school? Because I do. Pretty nerve-wracking, because I knew people from middle school going there, but they weren't in my class. But and plus, I had my hair all in my natural and kinky state. I wasn't in that stage of my life where I embraced my natural hair, when it was all kinky and curly and big and out. But luckily, I met somebody who just reached out to me and just talked to me. It made it easier for me. Just like Shima did for Mitsumi. Anyway, we get to see Mitsumi's group of friends grow in different ways. People are drawn to her, but you also get to know her new friends. For instance, the awkwardness of how to ask for somebody's phone number. All of these characters have relatable characteristics. But the interaction between Yuzuki and Makoto is so believable. Yuzuki is the popular girl who seems to be unapproachable, but is the most down-to-earth girl you will ever meet. And Makoto, she's more into herself and doesn't believe like a big group of friends, but they learn to communicate to each other and they want to be friends. Spoiler alert, even though a majority of this anime is cheerful and upbeat, it does get serious. Sosuke was a child actor and has reasons for not talking about it. I'll leave it at that because I don't want to spoil too much. But take a moment and think about all the child stars that we've seen growing up or we watched on TV. We enjoyed them, but we had no idea what was really going on. Now, Skip and Loafer was nominated for Best Romance. However, it shouldn't have been in the category in my opinion. There were some hints that they were warming up to each other romantically, but I'm sure other people would agree that other romance anime could have taken their place. I can see why it was nominated, because I also thought it was a romance anime just from looking at it. Like just the little, what you see, preview, whatever. But there should be a lot of focus on the main two leads throughout the anime to be considered a romance anime, in my opinion. But anyway, moving on. Paradox Live, the animation. I would say this is a somewhat version of Visual Prison. Check out that video if you haven't already. However, very different storylines, and the music is supposed to be hip-hop. The lyrics can be very corny and just very weird. I don't know. Maybe it's because of translation. Who knows? I listen to musical theater, and those can be corny, but it's supposed to be corny because it's supposed to tell you exactly what's happening. It's completely different. But anyway, luckily the story itself keeps me going. Phantom Live is a movement where all kinds of artists have a metal accessory known as phantom metal. It reacts to the wearers' emotions, then sets up a stage for the young people. The four main groups that are competing include Bay, the Cat's Whiskers, Cosmez, and Icon Yatsura. Very interesting names. I think Cat Whiskers is the best, even though I'm not really a cat person, more of a dog person. Everybody has the reason to participate and why they want to win. If you're not gonna stick around for the story, at least appreciate how beautiful it is. The aesthetic is amazing. And lastly, we're going to talk about High Card. For one thing, their opening sequence should have been nominated for reward, in my opinion. It's so good, and I love the song. But let's talk about what it's about. Finn is about to lose the orphanage he grew up in because of financial issues. So he decides to hit up a casino with the goal of making a fortune. However, he didn't expect to witness a car chase and a bloody shootout caused by a man's lucky card. There's a set of 52 X playing cards with the power to give different superhuman powers and abilities to the ones who possess the cards. The shootout was happening because they were trying to get the card they were carrying. There's a secret group of players called High Card who've been ordered to collect the cards that have been selected or that have been scattered throughout the kingdom while masquerading as employees of the luxury car maker Pinnacle or Pinocchio. Eventually, Finn ends up joining their group. However, there are other organizations who want the cards as well. For instance, the Klondikes, the infamous mafia family. Will Finn be able to survive this battle between these card-obsessed players fueled by desire and revenge? Find out by watching. Also, there's Season 2 out right now, so you can just binge all 24 episodes right now, I believe. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below your favorite anime from 2023. Or did I talk about your favorite anime? I don't know. Just tell me all your thoughts in the comments below. I believe you can watch all these anime on Crunchyroll. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos in the future. I'm Michaela. I will see you later. Bye.